My husband is an air traffic controller. In our past lives, when our flight was facing a thunderstorm, my daughter had a heart attack. I contacted my husband at the control tower to arrange for priority landing. At the same time, the other flight that my husband's soulmate was on crashed after being struck by lightning. My husband acted normal after that incident. However, later on my daughter's birthday, he locked my daughter and me in the house, and we were burned to death. If you hadn't asked for priority landing, Ava's flight would not have crashed. I don't think there's anything wrong with your daughter. You only did that out of jealousy for Ava. You caused the death of several hundred innocent lives. My daughter and I didn't manage to escape. We died horribly. The next time I opened my eyes, I returned to the day when my daughter had a heart attack again. This time, my husband completely disconnected my call to the control tower. However, when he learned that our daughter had died from a heart attack, he went crazy. Chapter 1. My daughter clutched her chest in pain and collapsed to the ground. Her face was pale. Everyone on the flight was shocked. Passengers soon surrounded my daughter. My voice was trembling. Then, I heard a wicked sneer from the control tower. Stop overreacting. She's just having a mild heart attack. You're just trying to use that as an excuse to land first. You're ignoring the safety of hundreds of people's lives for your own sake. How disgusting is that? My heart sank when I heard that. It seemed that Liam Woods had also been reincarnated. The burning yet torturous memories from my past life still lingered vividly in my mind. The pain in my soul assailed me as I breathed heavily. As I continued flying the plane, I replied, Liam, you don't understand your daughter's medical condition. How can you say that? Is she really going to? A buzzing sound was heard, and after some connection issues, Liam cut off my connection to the control tower. My co-pilot, Jeff Goodrich, said anxiously, Captain Davis, your daughter isn't doing well. My daughter's struggling breaths echoed in my ear. I tried to contact the tower again. However, another colleague's impatient voice was heard from the other end of the line. Captain Davis, Liam told us everything. You're worried about the thunderstorm and want to land earlier, right? Why do you have to make up a lie that your daughter is dying? Everything must be done by the book. Stop calling. At the same time, I heard Liam's voice speaking with relief. Flight C-1876 has landed successfully. There's no problem at all. Flight C-1876 was the flight that Liam's soulmate, Ava Freeman, was on. The colleague asked, shall we now arrange for Captain Davis's flight to land? It's her turn now. However, Liam snorted coldly and spoke indifferently. Let her wait. Didn't she lie to jump the queue? Well, let her feel what it's like to be cut in a queue. The colleague then cut off the connection. At the same time, he cut off the only hope for my daughter's survival. The co-pilot told me that my daughter was calling for me. She was in pain. He took over the flying to give me some time. I ran to my daughter without hesitation. Mom, I'm sorry. My daughter's lips had turned blue. She smiled bitterly. This is where I leave you. She shut her eyes slowly. Her arms dropped. I let out a deep, low cry. My body couldn't stop trembling out of anger. At that moment, Jeff exclaimed, Captain Davis, there's a thunderstorm ahead. I had no time to feel sad. I knew I was facing the same challenges as the flight in my past life. My top priority was not to feel sad. I had to land the flight carrying 300 people safely. Chapter 2. I contacted the control tower again. Liam said impatiently, Flight C-2991 is experiencing a special situation and has to land first. Circle around and wait. I replied sternly, there's an incoming thunderstorm at our location. Liam sneered, cut the crap. Julia, did you make up a lie to land first? Well, why aren't you talking about your dying daughter now? I took a deep breath and tried my best to control my emotions. Liam, you're breaking the